obviously, we really enjoyed the presentation, so congratulations to all of you.
Yeah.
We all know from our own experiences with hackathons and incubators and accelerators how difficult that can be, but also how fun and exciting it is to get those kind of creative juices flowing. So congratulations. We felt that all of you operated in the parameters of the hackathon, so also congratulations on that. And we'll dive into each of the 4 teams, just really brief comments, and I feel like we all love vertical farming and would like to see more vertical farming. I thought the presentation was really great. I felt like there were some areas that you could have had like a little bit more confidence. But things like shortening the transport chain and also minimizing costs and stuff, like lean into that more. You're beyond research at this point. The data exists, so like just really lean into that. Where are my honeycomb people? So we loved actually the honeycomb visual itself. I'm gonna stick to my change the name feedback. It's great when you see it, but if you're talking about it, it's a little bit more to chew on. But the implementation of the existing infrastructure we thought was like just amazing. So it's just something that clearly can just start, right? And little increments in different parts of the existing infrastructure. So we thought that was really great. And yeah, blue waste we thought was excellent as well, with like the feasibility already in existence, right? Like we already, a lot of this technology exists in one form or another, and we thought that was, instead of going through the process of figuring out how certain things work, we thought that was really compelling. And where are my bridge folks? Oh, right in front of me. Oh, sorry. I don't usually. I'm seeing like the bifocals. I'm like looking over you because that's where the focal point of my glasses are. So sorry. Also, really love this whole concept, and also like the fact that you're kind of educating about. Just what's in this water and why it's important to change it. I think we could maybe have used a little bit more education on like where it stands now and like how, like to my point, like the waste processing of those pathogens. Like, do we burn them? How do we get rid of these pathogens? So a little bit more emphasis on that would be really great. Anyone else want to? Yeah, thanks.
I learned a lot from each of the teams, so that's great. Give yourself a round of applause. I think that's fantastic. Not always you learn something new, but I learned a lot of new things. So that was great. I thought that maybe one thing what all teams could have done is kind of gone a little bit into the economics of this, because I think when we're starting on new concepts, we can always foundationally think about this and say, okay, you touched upon it. For example, the $50 billion to recommission all these things. That seems like a lot of dollars. So if you come up and present alternatives that are cheaper than that,
or might reduce that,
or reduce that, or do something like that. I think I always look at all ideas as painkillers versus vitamins. Painkillers, people want them now, right? Vitamins, people may or may not want to do it, right? So for all the teams, I think, think in those terms, painkiller, vitamin. Maybe the best startups that I've invested in were painkillers, then they eventually became vitamins. So you got to take them every day, but initially you were just in so much pain, you wanted to start it, right? So that's the real catalyst for taking some of these concepts out of a hackathon into the real world. And I hope some of you do that, but all of you did a great job, so.
One
yeah,
other
kudos.
just key point that I wanted to say is like obviously this is a Nordic project, so great, you guys nailed the Nordic part. But generally, when you're looking at like how something can scale, there are oil rigs all over the place. So how could those actually scale out of the Nordics? But just think about that going forward when you pitch for the next thing. And that's it from our end.
Yeah.
Thanks for being my support pillars. And we give back to you. Or
I
we
think
give
those are, if you want to come up here.
Yeah.
I say thank you very much to you.
And we're going to just give you the whole stage.
Yeah, thanks. I have my colleague, Håkon Lind. Well, thanks. It was amazing. We were starstruck by what you achieved in just a few hours almost. This is what Nordic Cooperation is about. So, the jury has decided that the winning team and the team that we are sending to the boring city of Barcelona next month with participating in the Tomorrow Blue economy. Blue West Renewable.
One for you. I've created